Pretty good. Been a good set of races tonight, huh?
Yeah, we had that super close race between Goof and Ekans there. It was really nice. And now we've got Moyuma Squega, which I couldn't call this either way. Squega's been impressing me lately with his play. And Moyuma, of course, very talented racer. So
yeah, Squega is really stepping up to the plate this season. I think historically it's kind of been a fairly like solid middle of the road, maybe slightly upper, but yeah, just really demolishing his first week matches this tournament. So he's really been practicing for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, Moyuma I haven't seen as much of. I saw a little bit of him back in, I believe it was Week of the World with the showcase match.
Right.
He played pretty solid as well.
Oh,
so
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So it was tough in invert, Squega, and Squega actually 3-0ing invert, which I would say is a surprise to 3-0 invert. So that's definitely good. And then Moyuma went up against Dark Freak and Pantslor, also too, not very easy. I mean, the Obsidian tier is so strong, and yeah. So both these racers are definitely did a lot even just to get here, and so now, and they also both were in the tiebreaker and managed to get through that. And now they'll be playing each other.
yeah, it should be a good match.
Absolutely, and we are off. Obviously, not much has happened yet. We just got into it, but it should be good.
Yes, I got very slightly on the 1-2, but it's just a couple beats right now. Still anyone's game. Quick try forward here could be red cheese.
Okay.
Shopkeeper player. All right.
That's a decent thing to find. I'm usually a little disappointed, but my latest runs have all been pity attempts.
Okay, but Squega placing the shopkeeper familiar down, which we had a discussion about this earlier, and we pretty much agreed upon that down shopkeeper is like the one objectively incorrect place to put shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Because how are you grabbing that boss gold with the down shopkeeper?
Absolutely true.
I guess, maybe he's planning on finding leaping, and ouch!
My God, that bat RNG.
The bat RNG. And see, now if this shopkeeper was in any other position, he could, he would be able to heal that up a little bit, but not so much now.
Not now. And actually, also, maybe that was a little RNG for skipping out on that titanium whip. I like an early titanium whip in a race. I think it's going to be a faster boss kill. Whips are good for pretty much every boss, and oof, we got the this seed is a little bit of a meme, I think.
Okay, both racers seen that Shrine of Darkness there.
Yeah, that is good. Oh, it is a mimic.
Not a Shrine of Darkness.
Hello. Ooh. No. Okay.
I think I keep the crossbow here. That piercing is super useful.
I agree. Yeah, especially late game. Like, I feel like piercing was introduced, and then Ryan added a bunch of enemies where piercing is good against them in the later levels. So that is definitely.
Squega getting really bailed out there. That cheese find on that crate.
Yep, that's huge. This is a pretty spooky sort of run right now for Squega. As better as that crossbow is, it's still, you get hit once and that's it. And of course, you get some wacky teleporting stuff in Zone 4 if he keeps it till then. I don't know, he might be checking the black chest though.
Yeah, I could see him checking that. That'd be fair. Oh, although that Ring of Might really helping out that glass crossbow, because now if he breaks it, he's at least going to be maintaining a 2 damage, or 2 damage weapon.
Although I'd say it's actually better for Moyuma, who's
gonna be
minimum
the shop,
+1. Oh yeah, killing the shopkeeper's a good call. He's got the quartz armor, like that colored tie there. He had to add, and the shoulder pads. It's very nice. But he's got big dig, so that is a 6 damage crossbow.
Yeah, very strong. Now he's I think considerably less concerned about breaking this 3 damage dagger is perfectly serviceable, and definitely not taking that black chest.
No, glass whip is certainly a downgrade in this situation, and that's the thing that Moyuma saw. Moyuma not having the monocle, so didn't know that there was a glass whip in that boss chest. Although I don't know if it's that much of an improvement, or if it's even an improvement at all to go to war here with the crossbow. Certainly, war is great with some weapons, but I don't know if it's good with the crossbow, because you just kind of got to do a lot of... Oh, but never mind. It is so good with the Obsidian Axe, though.
Yeah, this is a super good build for Squega now. Just everything about this. The +2 damage, the knockback on the war. You can just push back swarms of enemies for days with that Axe War.
Yeah, this is really good. You can very confidently smash your way through into the exits. And again, Moyuma kind of struggling here, not finding that chest, and so still got an Obsidian bow, which is something that I know new players would be really appreciative of. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. It's safe, but certainly not fast. And the axe, the Obsidian axe it's a 5 damage Obsidian axe. It's really good.
Yeah, 3 to 5 damage. Even if you're like losing your multiplier, you're. I don't know if I agree with that. Now he's lost the opportunity to go back into the conjure and conjure another set of boots. Levitation
taken over.
Yeah, Levitation took a little bit of a serious nerf with the addition of Zone 5 and Levitation dropping you the ability to use the conduit. But immediately after he left the Conjure, Yeti stuck on it and killed it, so Conjure's gone.
Well, I'd also, point out that, without, the thing that makes the axe so great is its Zone 5 is, phenomenal. You can just plow through it, but without being on the conduit, that's going to make things real bad.
I think it'll still be pretty usable. The 3-axe width, or the 3 width axe attack, gonna cover all the tiles in the hallway. It just means he's gonna be pushing those zombies around for a ride instead of just killing them outright.
Yeah, which probably is fine, but could be a little wonky.
Yeah, for sure.
He does have the miner's cap too, though, so if he has to maneuver around those zombies, he might be opening up a lot of things he doesn't want. Get a little extra swarmed.
Yeah, I think he should be fine, though.
Because enemies are kind of fast, because they move diagonally, I feel like Zone 5 Miner's Cap is worse than Zone 4 Miner's Cap, which was something we were really worried about when Zone 4 first came out. We're like, don't take Miner's Cap because of Zone 4, but I think that's been proven not to be an issue. But I think Zone 5 is a lot more scary.
Oh, for sure. Zone 5, the Miner's Cap is not great at all, because you want to be avoiding opening you want to open as few rooms as possible. And if you have Miner's Cap, the only way you're avoiding opening extra rooms is just by staying to the exact center of that hallway and not deviating from it in the slightest. Yeah. And if you ever have to step off that line, you are opening up additional rooms with additional enemies.
Yeah, and you're seeing Squega here. He's struggling because he can't... Oh, he's going to get swarmed if he does not get through this fast enough. Oh, boy.
Nice blood freeze, though.
Blood freeze, smart play, especially with all those heart containers. Moyuma doing his best to catch up here. He did get that Obsidian axe. And this should be a fast kill here on Coral Riff. But Squega's already a floor past that into 5-2.
But I think the extra damage here being more than enough to just, nullify the fact that he's lost the advantage of the conduit. Because, just being able to kind of smash into the room and take everything out in 1 or 2 attacks. Another nice freeze spell. I think should maybe consider freezing again. Okay, gonna make it through all right. Quartz armor keeping them safe.
He did take more damage than he would have if he used the freeze spell, though, in that situation. And going for a quick kill, and this is a little off the rails already. He got blocked by a rider, and that changes the way that this works. But he might be... Oh, no, you don't want to kill those guys. Use them as a wall. Oh, he didn't honk this last bell. My bad. I thought he honked the bottom bell.
Whoa, that was a little scary.
Ooh, that wind spell, too.
He at least does have the quartz armor. He could even just, tank a hit intentionally to stop Deadringer in a better position.
Yeah, he could do, the Oblivion strat only with his own body instead of a Minotaur.
Yeah, but,
Nice. So he's moving on, though. Moyuma, really scary spot right now, only at half a heart. So healed up there with the shopkeeper, but then died immediately.
2 steps away from the 5-3 exit.
That hurts so much. Where you're just like, just run for the exit, but you forget that those egg demons are super fast. So we'll get an instant replay on that. Meanwhile, Squega is doing his best here to take out Necrodancer quickly, and he's doing just fine. I think he's pretty safe. Dorian hasn't taken a hit yet.
Well, as you say that.
That's how it goes. Oh, Rip
I was
Devil.
about to say,
I don't think Moyuma had a chance of catching up at that point, but,
With Squega's bad Deadringer, he was, rapidly closing the distance. Would have been a tall order for him to completely close the gap, but, dying 2 steps from the stairs, so, obviously that's going to seal it.
I'll take
and so Squega taking round 1.
Yeah, so GG's to Squega. Nice run there. Super fast. I do want to point out that so far our bottom seed has won every matchup and currently is leading this one too. So Although Moyuma and Squega were both in the tiebreaker, it just so happened that Moyuma did a little better than Squega. So I don't know.
Well, I'm hoping that trend doesn't continue into tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, you happen to be, you had a pretty good first week. Didn't you there, Spooty? Not too bad. And it didn't matter what your Crystal Tier matchups were. They were all brutal, no matter who you were up against.
Crystal Tier is no slouch, no matter who you're up against it. Oh, this seed.
What a start.
Immediate strength charm. That is...
Oh, it's the best.
Hard to ask for a better start.
Yeah, really. It's like, doesn't take up a slot. Any base weapon is so much better.
Yeah,
even
you could
just
take...
damage.
You could take base longsword, base broadsword even. Then that base broadsword that everyone hates. It's actually a viable pickup now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's such a rare find too. You don't see that anvil on a necklace in many Zone 1-1s. See you later, Rit. Have a good sleep. All right.
And yet another shopkeeper bro here. This time Squega putting it to the left, a little bit better positioning.
I wonder if he's listening. That might have just been a total mistake.
Yeah, I think he like buffered in the the shopkeeper, the familiar usage as he went down the trapdoor, and maybe he just forgot about it and tried to move down immediately.
Oh, that could have been. That's funny. I didn't notice it was a buffer. That could very well be it then. Black cherry float. Oh man, I could go for one of those.
All right, strength charm. Yeah, just letting them one shot.
Wow.
Ooh.
Flawless. Flawless Fortissimo is gonna give both of our racers an Obsidian cat, which is this is gonna be a fast race.
This seed is this seed is amazing. This is like
load this one up, Jack.
UPB off of this seed in unseeded kind of a race.
Absolutely. Ooh, Square kind of mapping a little wrong there, going the wrong way, and Moyuma now has gained even more ground here. Nice cat attacks for Moyuma, clearing those enemies out of there, no problem. Buffering one of the enemies off the Banshee, which was good. Kind of funny that Moyuma's combo keys are just arrows.
Moyuma!
Oh no! What? Wait, what? How? I thought Moyuma had full health.
Dark Golems pack a pretty heavy punch.
They do 3?
And also, the cat is not a spear.
Oh no.
There's lots of, the weapons are not other weapons. You can apply it to almost everything.
Yeah, you're right. 3. I didn't think those guys did 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't mess with Dark Golems.
Yeah, they're serious. They're so emo. Man. Oh wow. Well, this is up for Squega again. This could be a quick 2-0.
Oh, okay. I see. That's what happened. That exact room had an obsidian spear.
Oh, nice.
So he picked that up and
primed.
set it back down and just got confused.
Oh, man. That so sucks.
Yeah, that just, when you're forced to fight on a weapon pickup, it's the worst. Because you're just constantly flip-flopping between weapons and you have to just keep track of, okay, what am I holding exactly right now? What's my range on this beat? It might change next beat.
Yeah, that's such a
I have to know right now.
Oh, nice. Heal spells. So things are looking good for Squega. He's got some defense and some health regen, plus a very strong weapon. Actually, 2 health regen items, so really safe. He could probably push really hard if he wanted to and just kind of guarantee the win, but you'll want to slow down a little since Moyuma did have that death.
Yeah, that chainmail really, really good for Zone 3. So many enemies in Zone 3 do exactly 1.5 hearts. So chainmail just gonna reduce almost everything down to half heart. But right there, finding even better armor. So
yeah, plate mail. Why not? Can't afford those cookies, but
I think can after killing this nightmare.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get his lucky charm here as well.
That works. Nice, and some cookies. So this build is really coming together for Squega right now. Unfortunately for Moyuma, has to really struggle to catch up. Can though, I mean.
With that ring of courage.
That'll help.
For sure.
All right, we're gonna have to see some expert.
Almost immediately going down with the Banshee.
Man, I feel a little guilty after that one. That one almost felt like I did that. I was about to say, you know, we're going to have to see some expert plays here, and immediately jumps into this Banshee, as you'll see in this replay. Bing, bam. Ah, the weird, wonky knockback. Dang it. All right, well, Squega now with a substantial lead here, and looking to then take this Obsidian and be the second racer into the Crystal, to promote into the Crystal after Kane did it earlier.
Interesting to see Squega just outright skipping out on the Ring of Pain there. Doesn't have a ring right now, but doesn't want it.
Huh. I mean, it could be a little funky sometimes with the little knockback on enemies that are near you, I guess.
It can be a little bit tricky in Zone 4 in particular, actually, because of Warlocks. Since the Ring of Pain is a separate attack in addition to your base weapon attack, if you attack a Warlock directly, your Pain will trigger after teleporting, which can lead to some wonky situations if there happens to be, say, a Pixie nearby that Warlock.
Oh, yeah, that is weird. I think I've seen that recently, but I don't remember who. But I think it was a race I was watching.
So, yeah,
by the way, I wanted to do a quick, since the race isn't super duper close, I want to give a quick shout out to the commentary people, everyone who was running the commentary this week. It's amazing. We almost streamed all, 70 races that were this week, and we're going to have a lot more next week. If people are interested in commentating, you can message us in Discord. We'll let you know how to do it. There is a lot of ways, there is a tutorial that's been set up. So you can check that out, and it's a lot of fun. You get some practice doing some commentary, which is a good time. So do that. Also, speaking of tutorials, Spooty, thank you so much for your tutorial. It's awesome. I watched the whole thing. It is very effective. Shows you exactly how to get into this tournament if you want to partake, and how to get your stream set up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's glad to have done it. I made a little bit of a mistake that caused Mac a little grief, though. But
oh, did you?
Yeah,
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that I thought maybe the passwords were given in the emails, but apparently he gives those out after an additional setup period. Had a lot of people asking him where they can find the passwords that I was referring to. It's like, no, those don't come until later. I updated the video with the annotation and this, note in the description about it, but yeah, something.
That's funny.
Yeah, back with a bit of salt in the chat about it. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to help.
You have to admit, Mac, that even though he made a mistake, that video should make your job a lot easier in the future, so you have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, he was calling me fake news.
Nah, getting your password is just an alternative fact. It's good. Alrighty, well, I mean, Squega really does have this one pretty well locked up, other than the fact that he's, only got 3 hearts right now, but he does have Mana Freeze, which is not nearly as exciting as it used to be.
Yeah, for those who don't know that all the changes in the DLC, Mana no longer gives the increased cooldown, it's just the greater spell versions, which makes it, considerably underwhelming compared to how it used to be.
Yeah, which bums me out quite a bit. It felt like making a decision to make it worse, so it's not overpowered, instead of making it fun, so it's not overpowered.
Yeah,
which is, I think, the preference.
Yeah, I think we've kind of talked about it. I feel like my beef with the Switch fix is it addressed, the Ring of Mana in the original game was kind of a, it was either dead weight, like you have no spell and it's just doing nothing for you, or it's, the most overpowered mindless item in the game where you just, when a spell's up, you just cast it, and by the time it's worn off, it's already ready again, and, you just chain freezes and shields together forever. But the change addressed that point where it's, overpowered to the point of mindlessness, but it still kind of has that, that low end where it's doing absolutely nothing because you have no magic. So, on average, it's just kind of meh between the two situations.
Yeah. Yeah, and that Dead Ringer fight for Squega was pretty funny. He had to wait the right amount of beat, which can always be a little spooky on Dead Ringer because it feels like sometimes Dead Ringer waits an extra beat more than you expect. I don't know. I'm sure you know what's going on there.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird Pongers had it kind of thing going on in the end, but handling it nicely. Losing the flawless, but it doesn't matter. Has all the resources he needs and cleans this defensive fight out.
Squega with a very clean and easy 2-0. So Squega moving on into the crystal. So congrats to Squega there. Maybe this will be his tournament. I mean, he has put in the time, and like you said, he's always been upper mid tier, but he has been putting on a show lately. So hopefully he'll have a nice